no one is aware. Everyone is so glued to their phone. So what kind of sparked this, I guess? I guess I really just found myself needing Instagram a lot and just researching a lot about digital detoxes. And overall, I just found myself in a really kind of competitive, like comparing myself to others and maybe a little bit depressed. And I felt like I should just take a break. So I just finished week 1, which was interesting. I definitely found myself having that itch, that need, wanting to go for the app, like just that kind of instinctual, I want this hit of dopamine. I want to feel something. I want to feel better. Or even just when I'm bored, I would want that kind of instant gratification, that instant feel good. And then I'd say about day 5, 6, going into the weekend, I didn't really miss it as much. I was kind of preoccupying myself with other ideas and other things, and I really didn't miss it. I am week 2 into this experiment, and I've noticed a continuation of the same things, of course, but I've also noticed that there's this need for me to need more tactile things or learn more. I feel like I have more time, obviously. I feel like I'm reaching more for books and reading more books. I'm watching less Netflix and YouTube. I find that I'm listening to a lot more podcasts, as well as literally getting crossword puzzles to do. I feel like I'm just really craving more tactile, physical things than digital things to kind of fill the void, if you will, to kind of have this space, because now I have space to be able to enjoy these things a bit more. I just feel like I have more time to learn and be creative. I just feel like things keep on coming to me. I don't know. It just feels like there's an easier wave to slow down, to be able to read, to be able to listen to podcasts, to take in information. Overall, I really enjoy not having Instagram. And yes, sure, there's still a little bit of that pull, that want. But I do find that I was replacing it with Pinterest, for example, and now I find that I'm less on Pinterest even, and now I'm more using the Notes app, and I'm on the app Goodreads, and so I don't know if that is good to be flip-flopping them, but I'm more interested in deeper connections than just instant gratification, it seems. It's been 3 weeks now without social media, or without Instagram, should I say. Now, I've noticed that it's similar to week 2. I feel like I have been enjoying more podcasts. I've been enjoying reading more, less Netflix, less instant gratification kind of material. I find myself more focused, more precise, patient even. I feel myself, I'm more creative. I'm easily able to capture ideas. You know how when they just come to you, if you will, if you believe that they just come to you, the universe gives them to you, I'm able to hear those ideas easier. And I also feel that I'm less judgmental of me and myself and my process and my creativity and my ideas. I'm also not comparing myself to other people, so I'm able to really find what I like and listen to what I like and wear what I like without that subconscious comparison almost of what I see subconsciously. And I find that when you follow people and people follow you, there feels like there's this big network of friends and safety and community. When you realize when you're off social media, it's much, much smaller, but it's also much, much richer and attainable to have these like smaller, intimate relationships, friends, family, relationships, whatnot. It doesn't feel as fake, almost. Like social media creates this fake sense of friends and security and community. While it does create a community, sometimes we rely so heavily on that community that we've created for validation, for comfort, for attention even. Like, you find that you post things to get likes, to get comments, to get attention. And I don't think that's an evil thing. I think it's just a human thing that we like this need for attention and the eyes on us and people to comfort us, perhaps when we're in victim mode almost as well. So I've noticed without that, I don't know, I'm much more independent and secure and confident in who I am and where I am. And maybe that wouldn't be so instant for some people. Maybe it depends. I think it depends on how far along you have been on your inner journey to figure out who you are and what makes you tick and your likes and your dislikes. And I think that only comes with time and exploration. So if you find that you are taking a social media break and you find that it weighs more heavily perhaps than it does on me or on others, that, it depends on who you are and where you are in your journey. And obviously we should not be comparing you to me to you, because we're so different, and that's what makes us so interesting as well. Another fascinating thing I've noticed is that I will accidentally go to Instagram. For example, I'm listening to more podcasts and I want to research who the guest is, and I accidentally click on their profile, their Instagram profile in Google, and it brings it up, and then I'm like, wait, how did I get here? It's really interesting how subconsciously, I immediately pull it up and I start to look through it like normal, like just as you would. So I've noticed that I've accidentally stumbled upon Instagram pages because I didn't fully delete and remove the app. I think you can just take it off without deleting somehow. I'm not sure. But so it allows me to access that app, which is very convenient when I'm not intending to. So just something I've noticed. And finally, I've noticed that I take photos and videos more for me and documenting memories for me than less of attention, to show it on Instagram, to put it on my stories, to show people how cool my life is and what I'm doing and what I'm up to. I find that I'm not just taking filler photos. I'm actually in the present moment. For example, on a hike, I'm not just taking photos to take photos. I'm taking photos because it feels good and I want to remember that, but I'm also being present and just sitting without taking photos, which is lovely. All right, week 4 of no Instagram social media detox. It is technically I'm on day, I think 35 or 36 right now. I think that says a lot. I just don't miss the app at all, and I don't miss being disconnected from the world and being present. I've definitely noticed in week 4 how much people are just glued to their phone in this position. It is just mind-boggling to see people walking around talking to whoever they're with, but also their head is just glued down in a downward position. It is just fascinating to just not judge them, but just observe, because that was me too. I went to go do my laundry and I just noticed no one is aware. Everyone is so glued to their phone. And I brought a book with me and I was reading, but I also would stop and just people watch and just notice that our society has become so need to have a constant stream of flow, of attention, of dopamine. It is bizarre. I guess I don't feel the need to go back to Instagram. I guess the only thing I miss about Instagram or would be helpful about Instagram is for my business. But honestly, like, it's been a really eye-opening break, and it's only been 30 days. But I've noticed a lot about me and my habits and our society's habits and how we live now. It's just insane. And this isn't to say that I'm never going on Instagram ever again and all social media is horrible and I'm going to go live under a rock. Like, no, we need social media in the society for my business. Like, it's a love-hate thing. But I think that there's a better way to balance it in my life. Maybe taking weekends off, or maybe taking these 30-day kind of detoxes like quarterly or something. I don't know. And I guess it's interesting because I grew up without internet as a child, and it's so fascinating to see what is going to happen with this generation that grows up on phones and technology, and how they evolve and how they think of things differently and process things differently. I don't know, it could be bad, could be good, who really knows, but it's fascinating to see how we evolve as humans and how easy it is to become addicted to dopamine. That's not even real. Like, it's all a fake illusion of happiness. You see people posting their best moments only. They never post their negative moments. And why would you? You know, why would you post your negative moments? And the interactions that you feel like you're getting, they're not authentic and they're not real and they're not deep. And you find yourself to have much more deeper conversations without the distraction. So I challenge you, give it a shot. Try to take a little social media detox and see how it feels for you. You will be surprised to learn how addicted you are to your little phone. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. Give this video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know if you're itching to try this kind of challenge, or if you've done it, like, come back. I would love to hear from you.